All right, we are going live now. Man, hey Ty, I am so glad to have you on. I'm excited. We got to talk the other day, and I'm excited to be able to chat with you again and have you share some more of what you've done in the last few days to grow and start working on your personal brand.
For sure. Thank you for having me again. I really appreciate being on the show again.
Absolutely. And so the business page that you already had running before we talked was called Mission Number One. And tell us a little bit about that, if you would.
So mission number one was to just help motivate people and post motivational content to help people kind of to grow. And that initially that was going to be my business page and just overall business stuff. But then after we talked, we talked about personal branding, and I reflected upon that afterwards. And I really realized like that's a really good idea, and I should start my own personal brand, especially after talking about buying TyeZimmer.com, which I did. And
that's awesome.
I've been slowly creating and updating my website. Right now, it's just a super basic website that I created. But further on, I've been looking around for the best website designers and stuff like that, so they can help me build my website. Yeah. So that was mission number one. Was initially going to be what Tye R Zimmer is right now.
Cool.
But then what Tye R Zimmer is, it's I help people. I help consult people with their goals and help people set their goals so then they can grow and know kind of have a written down plan that they can follow step by step and reflect upon every day, or on days that get hard where they just think like they want to give up, they can look back and really see like what the steps are they need to take.
Okay. That's awesome. And man, you really jumped on that. You know, I threw out a couple of ideas. Well, when did we talk last? It was just a couple of days ago, right?
Yeah. We were talking about buying Tye R Zimmer and contacting Purpose Pioneers, which I did do. They never did get back to me, but I tried contacting them a couple different ways.
Okay, I'll reach out to her and let her know that you'd be good guy to talk to.
Great, for sure. Yeah.
Talk with you.
And then what else did I do? What else did we talk about?
I mean, that's just been a couple of days, right? I mean,
yeah, for sure. I jumped right on it right after I got off the call with you. I went and bought Tye R Zimmer.
That's awesome.
Or TyeZimmer.com, I mean.
When you launched the Tye R Zimmer page and you've already got 43 followers, something like that?
Yeah.
So
it's been really great. It's been getting quite a bit of attention.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love seeing that when somebody jumps on and goes, hey, I got some good information here. Let me take action. It's almost disappointing talking to folks sometimes when I've spent time doing consulting type of call and we get done and like, oh yeah, that was great information, and they don't do anything with it. So I love that you're taking action, and that's a good sign that you're going to be successful if you go out and just start, hey, that's good information, and you jump right on it. And I mean, 43 likes on your page in just a couple of days is that's really rapid growth there. So.
Yeah, for sure. I'm getting another like every single couple of days, and it always feels good that, I'm getting my work out there and people are noticing and seeing it.
That's awesome. And I'm trying to get, I'm not trying to be distracted here right now. I'm trying to get your, our video interview posted right now, as we're talking here so that the group can see it. I may have to tag that once we get, after it goes live here, but looks like Facebook may not be streaming that yet. Yeah. As far as the group, we're live on there. So we'll just keep chatting here. So you're talking about on the mission number one. I love that you had this one goal, mission. You're trying to motivate and inspire people, and you're doing the consulting, basically doing some free consulting right now, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And tell us what made you decide to get into the motivational niche or try to become a motivational speaker?
Initially what made me decide is like I had this big goal, and that was to open up that franchise of gyms all over the world that just like with amazing prices and all of that to really help take people's excuses away. But then I was like, well, I want to help people before then. So what can I do to help people until I can reach my 10-year goal? I was like, well, I listen to motivational speeches all the time. I've been listening to them for years now. And it's like, well, I can do that. Like I have lots of wisdom and insight, and I've always been into helping people. And I was thinking, well, I can help a really wide variety of people with motivational speaking.
Well, and the thing that you're doing that inspires me is you're reaching out to other experts and folks who are already successful and getting that information from them. And that's a whole lot better thing than just trying to get on and speak without really having any background yet. You're talking about some of the books that you're reading. You mentioned The Secret the last time we talked. And what are some of the other books that you've been studying and that you enjoy?
I have this one. It's called "Unf Yourself." It's actually the word, but I don't want to say it. And
Okay.
basically, what it's about is just kind of getting your life back on the right path and really learning how to focus on like the positive stuff and the things that will help you more in life and getting out of whatever rut you might be in.
Okay. And then, are you listening to podcasts and YouTube videos? What kind of other information would you give if somebody's looking to become an entrepreneur and they're kind of starting off where you are? What steps are you taking right now to grow daily?
Just really reading a lot of books and doing a lot of research on what you want to do. And also I find like taking the risk. Taking risk is a really big one. It's because I find like if you play it safe, you're not going as far as fast. If you play it safe, sure, you'll get there, but it might not be as fast if you really just, drop everything and put all your focus, energy, and time into this one thing that you really want.
Yeah, that's good advice. And one of the things a lot of folks don't realize is, I'm not telling anybody to play it safe, but the majority of millionaires in the United States are millionaires because of retirement and HSA accounts, health savings accounts and stuff. They've worked for another person or another company their entire, 50 years, 60 years, and they're retired as a millionaire because they've saved, they're living below their means and
oh yeah, for sure,
save money and stuff. But you've got to have there's a certain personality for that. For me, I would rather be broke as an entrepreneur. I've failed and been, literally bankrupt out of medical bankruptcy and stuff as I was fighting the cancer and the diabetes and all that. But that's kind of a mindset where, if you're anybody in our group, we got a couple 100,000 people that have got access to your video right now. And these are all entrepreneurs and people that are going, I don't want to work the normal 9-to-5 job and just get by in life. So being willing to take that risk, like you said, get out there and take some chances and go, hey, I may fail. I may fail a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're luckier than I am, you'll still fail a whole lot. But
yeah. And like another thing that I really realized is like, sure, you don't want to work your 9-to-5 job, but like I stopped working and like I took that. Well, I still work my jobs and everything, but like I wake up at 2:30 in the morning and I don't get to bed till 9 o'clock at night. And I'm working every single hour. I have 1 hour in the morning where I just work out and do stuff selfishly for me. So if I work out good and like if I finish a little bit early, then I might scroll through Facebook and get a couple laughs in or whatever. But like for the most part, I'm just always working and really pushing towards what I want to be. I have a really aggressive mindset when it comes to chasing goals, but also like that's not everybody needs to have that. It's all about like how fast you want to get there.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. And there's like I said, the 9-to-5 job where people get in. I'm not talking down somebody that's got a 9-to-5 job. Like I said, there's more millionaires have been created working a normal, go to work and save money. And, there's teachers and milkmen that have become millionaires from just saving their money and living below their means. But for those of us who are trying to become, who always knew we're cut out for something bigger and we're looking to achieve crazy things and willing to risk saying, hey, I may fail, I may go bankrupt, I may go bankrupt again, I may have, I may lose absolutely everything. And for myself with the cell phone stores, my parents lived in the back of one store. I lived in the back of the other cell phone store. I was running another one out in Clifton, and it had, multiple employees that for years I made less than my lowest paid part-time employee. And, you'd have people would see, people are seeing this successful business with customers in all 50 states and not realizing, the company's doing millions of dollars in sales, but there's not enough to keep the door, to cut us a paycheck. And so we're living in the back. I slept in the back of that one store for probably 3.5 years, something like that. Living in a back office. There wasn't a bedroom in the cell phone store. So I had to drive to the gym every morning, shower. Yeah. There was no stove, no oven, I had a motel refrigerator, this little tiny refrigerator. And cooking meals for 3.5 years in a little crock pot or a toaster oven. Yeah. And people don't realize when they look now, people make comments, they see in a nice car or whatever, and it must be nice kind of comments.
Oh yeah.
And you could be just working a normal job and save up and go pay cash for that car like I did.
Exactly.
Or you could live in the back of the cell phone store and have a terrible life for a long time too. So
yeah, for sure.
Didn't mean to get off on a tangent and talk anybody out of becoming an entrepreneur, but your quote or the thing you mentioned about being willing to sacrifice and take risks and take opportunities, and
Yeah, for sure. And
So,
like what you were mentioning about like failure, like, I mean, that's the thing with failures. You can fail and fail and fail all over and over again, but you haven't truly failed unless you quit or walk away.
I
As
love
long as
that.
you can keep on trying, keep on getting back up, like you'll make it eventually. You just have
Yeah,
to keep on trying all the different ways.
that's awesome. Now, you're consulting. You mentioned doing some consulting, helping folks with. Is that more motivational or business, or what type of consulting you're doing?
That's more so more that's more of the business side of things. Just helping people achieve what they want to achieve and help people really help people push people in the right direction, so then they know the right steps that they have to take to get to where they want to be.
Okay. And what steps? Or let's see. I want to make sure I'm asking this right. I don't want to say like, is that your phone or mine? I'm hearing some noise in the background, but
I think it's mine. Just
Okay.
1 second. Sorry.
no worries. I was looking
Sorry
at two
about
of mine. I've got my third phone in the other room, and I was thinking, I don't know if that one's ringing or not, but so yeah, I know you're studying a lot and reading a lot. You'd mentioned earlier, is this okay to talk about that you're doing some free consulting and stuff?
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
kinda
yeah,
get the
sure.
business built up. And,
Yeah.
what are your basically the clients that you're working with right now? What kind of topics are you helping them with, or what are you guys learning together?
Well, for right now, I have just one person who's just really at their lowest point, and they don't know what to do. They don't feel motivated enough, or they just don't feel like they're able to push themselves enough. So that's where I come in, and I really talk over what they need to do and all the steps that they need to take, and just how to live a more healthier lifestyle, which
Okay.
really I find makes a huge difference. What you're feeding yourself, how much exercise you're getting, and just like if you're go all the time, and if you're not happy with what you're doing, like that can really wear you down.
I gotcha. And so
I mean,
yours,
For me, I really love you, so it's like what's that? You glitched out.
I was going to say the same thing there. Um, not sure what happened. So on that, you're almost doing like a life coaching type of thing. So there's
Almost,
courses you can do on
yeah.
that.
Yeah. I've been looking at lots of tips and stuff like that. But like my goal with consulting people on their goals is being able to like give them that push in the right direction, and then keep on going through clients and helping people become like a self-motivated, really motivated and obsessed person with what they want in life, and be able to just kind of give them that push and give them that knowledge to becoming having a more successful motivated mindset.
Okay. Hey, if I can throw out a recommendation for you, you might contact Rebecca Mullen. She was on the other day. She's a master certified life coach, and
Okay.
she does a lot of that. She actually changed. I was running 3 cell phone stores, working 78 hours a week, just absolutely working my guts out. And Rebecca helped me figure out kind of, this has been a few years back, but she's asking, why are you working so hard, and why do you feel like you have to have your hand in every single, I'd have my thumb in everything that I was doing there. And at that time, when I had met with her a couple of years back, we were doing right about 1,000 customers a day on the website. So, I felt like I was killing it at 30,000 customers a month. And Rebecca was saying she was going to give me some instruction, life coaching on how to kind of separate myself a little bit from the work and be able to delegate tasks and stuff. And our conversation that day, I was telling her I didn't think that I could step away even 6.5 days a week that I was working. I was going, man, if I take the full day off on Sunday, I don't know if the business is going to survive. So with her coaching, we went from 30,000 customers a month up to 750,000 customers every 90 days, 749,000 every month, 90 days. And
Wow.
we've closed all 3 of the retail stores. And now we're, me and my folks are working from our houses. My parents are out. My mom's at a barrel race today riding her horses, and they just bought a ranch out in Clifton Palisade area and enjoying life. And I'm hanging out, just having a good time. I can hop in the car, go grab a cup of coffee, go, do whatever. And not tied to those stores. So that may be a great thing for you to talk to Rebecca and see, how did you get in the life coaching category there? Because that's, she does everything from business to family to marriages and relationships and whatever. And so that might be a good one for you to connect with her. Just kind of, she's a very good, got a lot of knowledge in that side there. Might be able to help kind of push you the right direction on the life coaching thing. That would tie right in with mission number 1 as well.
Yeah, trying to learn.
Cool, bud.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll send her contact over, her page over to you once we get done here, so you can reach out.
Okay, sweet. That's great. Yeah.
I'll tell her I forwarded your name on.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can help you with as far as growing the business, or anything suggestions you'd like to offer our audience right now?
Yeah, actually, I'd like to just I find that you when you're at your lowest, or you're kind of, you don't really know what you're doing, or you don't have a goal in mind. It's really it could be really useful to take that small leap of faith towards maybe this guy could help. He might not be able to help, but it's also free. So it's it either way, it's I might lose a little bit of time, but I might be able to really know what I want to do and have a mindset where I can be focused on my goal.
Yeah, that's great advice. And one thing that I'm seeing with you is you love people. I can tell you've got a heart for people and a heart for helping people. And I hope that's okay to throw out there, but it seems
for sure.
You're on that path because you love people and you want to help folks, right?
Exactly. I want to see everybody be successful.
That's awesome. You will probably, as this grows and you're connecting with more folks, and you get to where pretty soon you've got, a couple hundred people a day contacting you, you'll have to go from the free service to keep raising your price as you go along with that consulting.
Exactly.
Going up.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a good business for you. And I love that you jumped on the steps I gave you so quick. And
oh yeah, for sure.
I'm excited to keep seeing your growth, man.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. Hey, I'm gonna shut off our live stream now, and we keep talking for a sec here. But hey, thanks again for joining me, Ty.
Yeah, no problem.